Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Daroga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, please surrender. False word. Important thing is, I'm giving you peace.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to NephewOPrey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's NephewOPrey 5 Qapla. Welcome to Bed Life for Back to the Future Day, October 21st, 2022. Granted, the original Back to the Future Today day was October 21st, 2015, but who's counting? And the phone's ringing, and it's NephewOPrey, so I have to pick it up. Oh, NephewOPrey picked it up. NephewOPrey was here earlier, dropped off NephewOPrey, and then went right back out. Where did she go? I don't know. But NephewOPrey is in the house. And it's been, NephewOPrey said she'd be back in a half hour. That was an hour and 15 minutes ago. But who's counting? Who's counting? Nobody's counting. I'm not counting. I mean, granted, I have all these numbers on my shirt because NephewOPrey loves to count. So he's counting, but no one else is counting. No one else is counting. Oh my God. John Araki, #1 in the chat, says, Uno, gotta get back to the past, Samurai Jack. Never seen Samurai Jack. Don't know the reference. John Araki also says, Qapla, John Araki. Also says, hashtag Steelbird's garbage, which is the second most annoying hashtag to the more annoying hashtag Salty Lore NephewOPrey sandwich. Thank you, John Araki. And then he puts in $1 super chat. So actually a sincere thank you, John Araki. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says Qapla, all Qapla, Gorilla. Not Ryan Johnson says hello and Qapla. Hail Karoga. And if I'm a little off center, I look a little different today. The face is closer to the camera. It's because the entire desk, table, it's on wheels. It's moved over this way about a foot more than it would normally be. Normally, it would be here. This is where I'd center the monitor, but the monitor is here because I need to leave an extra foot or so for NephewOPrey when he comes running past my bed. There's a tight squeeze between my bed and the table. And so with the desk moved over, there's less of a chance he will hurt his little feet as he runs by my bed. So things are a little different, a little off for today. It's the best I could do. Richie Poole says Qapla. Qapla Richie LDG says nothing, just shows up in the chat. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Captain Fandom Nerd says hello, Captain. Richie Poole says Dear Bop. And Captain Fandom Nerd puts the link to where you could enter your own Dear Bops. Yvette says good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening, Yvette. Richie Poole says, hey, Yvette. Looks like you guys are looking for a new prime minister. Yeah, I saw that. 43 days, 46 days, 40 something days, the shortest prime minister in history. Wow. I don't know much. I don't know a lot about UK politics, but even I heard that on the news this morning. I was like, whoops, something's not right there. I don't know what it is, but something's not right. Words and pictures is Qapla. Bird, glad to know you. Thank you for streaming. You're welcome, Words and Pictures. It was I'll be honest, I came really close to not streaming today, and more so, I don't know how long a stream it's going to be, because like I said, SysOPrey is not here. MomOPrey is with NephewOPrey, and yeah, things get a little overwhelming. Hopefully SysOPrey gets back soon. I'm not sure what she's doing, but whatever. I hope she's having a fun time or whatever, because she does not get away from nephew, her son, all that often. Mike Richards says greetings. LDG says go time early. No, they started about on time. The Random Menace Qapla Yosef says greetings from the future. Do I understand it correctly? You are coming over for a visit? That would be news to me, Random Menace. Let's see. Oh, because it's Back to the Future Day, and you're the future man. No, it's a different future. A different future, Joseph. Forza Jersey says, great Scott, this is heavy. Happy Back to the Future Day. Qapla all. Hail, Karoga. Hail to you, Forza. Resolute Germ says, hello, Resolute. Robert Rose Jr. is in the house. Qapla says, hello today. BirdOPrey, MomOPrey, and the Sassy. Thank you, Robert. Dave G. Sound says, Qapla. Bird and Karoga. Qapla, Dave G. Jedi Bill says, Qapla, Brother Warrior. BirdOPrey 5 and hail, Karoga. Hail to you, Jedi Bill. Robert Rose says, oh, and hello today to NephewOPrey. Females are hardly ever on time. Let me tell you, Robert, SysOPrey, I love SysOPrey, but she has no concept of time. Okay, a SysOPrey 5 minutes is about 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. If SysOPrey says I'll be there in 5 minutes, you could start watching a feature-length movie. And if you're lucky, she will get there while the credits are rolling, the end credits. You might have to start a second movie. Resolute Germs says, salty Lord Bird, what? It's disgusting, Resolute. It's disgusting. I don't know how Auntie thought it up, or Salty, why he would have thought it up, but it's TMI. It was way TMI.
Okay.
Syphilis, Qapla, syphilis, my Australian friend. Says, Qapla friends, hope everyone is well. Cody guy, Qapla, hail, Cody guy. Star Trek nitpickers, Qapla nitpickers. Nitpickers did not particularly care for this most recent Lower Decks episode. I thought it was a pretty good episode of Lower Decks. Check out his review. His full review is only like 3.5 minutes long. So he has, they say brevity is wit, or there's wit in brevity, or just brevity is wit. Well, when I try to be brief and do a short review on a 23-minute show, and my review comes out to 45 minutes long. Meanwhile, he does a review for 3.5 minutes. He says more than I can say in 45. I am jealous of him, although I disagree with him on this particular episode. I quite liked trusted sources. He was not a fan. He didn't hate it. He said he didn't hate it, but he didn't particularly care for it. But you know what? At least we get to talk about it, and we both agree, this is not a hateful episode. It's not. Lower Decks, the people behind Lower Decks don't hate crack. Unlike, NephewOPrey's here. I don't know if you hear sassy or if the software is able to remove her barking, but NephewOPrey just pulled up. So you might see her go behind me. We'll see. Anyway, yeah. So Lower Decks, the good thing about Lower Decks is they don't hate the material, unlike Discovery's readers, who I really think they do hate the material, and Picard. Dave G. Sound says, the Random Menace, in a month or so, it'll be time to clean your skylight again. I don't get it. The Random Menace is the former prime minister will earn over $100,000 a year for serving the country for under 50 days. Well, good for her. They need it. Oh, hello, NephewOPrey.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
Well, thank you for holding it down.
Oh, you're welcome. Is everything good?
Yeah. No pneumonia.
No pneumonia.
Yeah, I went to go to the chest X-ray.
You went here. And here I was pissed at NephewOPrey for going to get her eyebrows waxed or something.
Didn't want you to worry.
Didn't want me to worry. Okay, well, NephewOPrey does not have pneumonia.
And my EKG was perfect.
And her EKG was perfect. Good for NephewOPrey. Star Trek Nitpicker says, remember to like. Thank you, guys. Unlike LDG, I do believe liking the stream means something, and I would appreciate people like it if you enjoy the stream. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. That's up to you. But I very much do believe it helps the algorithm. Mike Richards uses the poker emoji. Bird loves poker. Actually, Mike Richards, I got a confession. I have a confession today. I am addicted, and I got to stop. And it's not just the fact that I lost millions, tens of millions, 60, 70 million chips over the last 2 days. I've been in a bad space. I've been in a bad place in Governor of Poker. I had almost 220 million chips 2 days ago. I'm down to 140 something million chips. And I really close to losing those. Oh my God, I don't even know. Some of it were bad beats, but some of it was just my own fault. I mean, what set me off was I had 4 jacks, and I lost to 4 queens. That doesn't fucking happen. It's not supposed to happen. And I was just, it was a downward spiral after that. I didn't give a shit. I was like, I can't possibly keep losing. Just the odds of randomly winning. You're only playing against 2 other people. What's the chances you're just going to keep losing and losing? It didn't make sense.
Okay, I'm going.
And now, there was a guy last week who was begging NephewOPrey to give him some chips. He's like, I'm out of chips. Please, you have to help me. You have to help me. He was begging her online. And NephewOPrey would have none of it. NephewOPrey was like, fuck him. She played to win and she did win. And the poor guy was begging, crying. He's like, I'm out of chips. You don't understand. I got no more chips. And I'll be honest, I told NephewOPrey, I was like, you know what? That probably would have worked on me. I felt bad for him. Granted, I had over 200 million chips at the time. I felt really bad for the guy. I was like, how does that happen? And then a week later, I understood how it happened. Okay? I was really close to being that guy. The guy who loses all his chips and begging people for chips in a fucking game where the chips don't really mean anything, except you have to pay $100 to get like 1,000,000 chips. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Chips should cost cents. It should cost 50 cents for 1,000,000 chips. Uh-oh.
Computer fell down.
Oh, that's okay, because NephewOPrey put her old laptop up. Specifically brought her new laptop inside, just in case something like that were to happen. So NephewOPrey pulled NephewOPrey's laptop onto the floor, but luckily I got NephewOPrey a new laptop a couple weeks ago, so NephewOPrey put the new laptop away, knowing NephewOPrey was coming. Now I just hope that NephewOPrey actually followed through and did what she said she was going to do. She's outside at the moment. I love NephewOPrey. It says, uh-oh. Anyway, I think I got to step back. I got to step away from Governor of Poker. It just, I'm getting too involved. I've been treating it like a job for the last month. Every day I wake up. Now I've been waking up at 3 to 4 a.m. just to get the day started early so I can get it finished sooner. Because when you make the first spin, you got to wait 4 hours to make the second spin and then another 4 hours to make the third spin. So it's at least 8 hours you've got to put in. So if I started at 3 in the morning, and 3 in the morning is when the clocks reset. So if I start at 3 in the morning, I can make the next spin at 7 a.m. and then I can make the next spin by 11, 12 p.m. And then usually I'm done for the day at that point. But yeah, I'm treating it like a job, and I need to step back. Not that I can step anywhere, but Captain Fandom Nerd saying hey to Words with Pictures and Cody. Pop Culture Curator says, hey guys, Qapla. Pop Culture Curator. Dan Ben says hello. Hello, Dan Ben. Resolute says, the next woman I see with a concept of time will be the first. Absolutely. No, I'm not home alone, Star Trek nitpickers. NephewOPrey is here with NephewOPrey. They were just on the other side of the house. LDG with $2 super chat says his eyes open. Indeed. Thank you, LDG. I forget what the species was. The brain is in a half shutdown mode. Captain Fan of Nerds is right. Your Dear Bops here, and puts the link. Mike Richards said Salty is a sick trekker. He is indeed. Star Trek Nitpicker says that's right. Thanks, Bird. What did you like about trusted sources? Here's my review. I think I talked about it, but I like the story. Yeah, part of it was predictable, but part of it wasn't. I had some surprises. So I enjoyed the story. Richie Poole says, hello, Sister O'Prey. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47.
What story? Are you talking about The Watcher?
No, it was Star Trek, Lower Deck.
You didn't watch The Watcher, did you?
I did not.
You don't care about it.
The Watcher?
The Watcher.
The Watcher is a comic. No?
No. The Watcher is a Netflix series. It's not a comedy.
Not a comedy, a comic. The
Oh,
Watcher. Isn't that a comic book?
maybe. It's also a Netflix series. Limited.
Wait, wasn't it on HBO? The Watcher, it was an HBO
Like a
series.
Watchtower or something.
No, The Watch. Watchmen,
The
maybe?
Watchmen.
No. I have no idea what The Watcher is then.
Okay. Go about
The
your
Random Menace is Dave G Sound. It's happening 3 to 4 times a year. Words and Pictures is 80 billion ships lost. Oh my God. 4 is their sub to Star Trek Nitpickers. Awesome. You won't be disappointed. Resolute Germs is Bird of Prey. Welcome to the world of gambling addiction. It's a hell of a place. Oh man. Imagine it was real money. I'd be able to replace it with real money quicker. Nitpicker says thank you. Mike Richards is Gambling Anonymous. 1-800-BET-THIS. Hello, I'm addicted to gambling. No, not real gambling. Governor of Poker 3. What do you mean hang up if this is for real problem? This is a real problem. I'm a YouTuber. Fuck, I hung up. Cinnabon is laughing at me. Welcome, Cinnabon. It's all your fault, Cinnabon. It's all your fault. Syphilis' plot twist. The guy begging NephewOPrey was Bird. It might have been future Bird. It might have been. Richie Poole says that poker you play sounds like a scam. It's not a scam. I understand they make money. If I was smart, I'd start my own. Words and Pictures says next week, Bird's bed outside with a sign on his chest saying, we'll tell antidotes for chips. Syphilis says, me and my friend are going back to the casino on Sunday. Good for you. Random Menace says, if you were British, you would beg for crisps. Jedi Bill says, can you please go back to old poker so I could play you and NephewOPrey?
Yeah,
Please. NephewOPrey wants that too. I guess we'll do that soon, Jedi. Thank you. Yitza Lemon says, all those games are built to get you hooked and spending, so it is a scam. Syphilis says, but we actually win at that casino. Yeah, well, I win, but it's useless chips. See, you win, you get useless chips. You lose, you pay real money to get more worthless chips. It's the perfect scam. Resolute is Bird of Prey. Just be happy you got addicted to free gambling and didn't give your real hard-earned money to them for 2 decades. Well, that sounds like a personal experience, Resolute. I am, you know, I don't have a whole lot of vices. Okay, I never smoked except one cigar.
I was wondering.
Sisso pray and Mamo pray. I'm like, no, never a joint. Never a joint. I mean, I've been around people who smoked, but
You were high.
no, I wasn't. I was not high at the Up and Smoke tour.
You had the money.
It was late at night. I did not stay up. I wasn't high. I do know. I didn't catch contact high. No, I didn't. Bullshit. Sisso Prey thinks I caught a contact high. The Up and Smoke tour. I clearly did not. Anyway, so I don't have a lot of vices. Granted, I drank more Coca-Cola than most third world countries. But other than that, I don't drink much. I don't smoke. I don't gamble really that much. Never did. I have gambled, but not to excess. If my vice is electronic fake gambling gaming, and I guess part of me is like, so be it, but another part of me is like, fuck them. I'm not going to give them another dollar. Although, to be fair, I've probably given them about $25 or $30 so far. But, what are you going to do? Nitpicker says the best thing about New Lower Decks is that it's not all about Mariner anymore. Absolutely true. Robert Rose Jr. says, Brain, what is Brain? Well, it's a lab mouse with a sidekick named Pinky that tries to take over the world every night. They're Pinky and the Brain, Pinky and the Brain. One is a maniac, the other's insane. To prove their mousy worth, they'll overthrow the earth. They're Pinky and the Brain. Yitz11 says, Watchmen is the comic. The Watcher is Keanu, an old movie. The Watcher is a Netflix movie like Rear Window. And The Watcher, I think, is also a series about bad neighbors. That sounds like it. Star Trek Nitpicker says, please go into comedy writing. No. I think I'm the wrong color and gender for comedy writing. Only, Amy Schumer and people of other colors can get jobs writing comedy these days. I'm everything that's wrong with Hollywood. Birds fly high, says Dave G. I honestly don't think. Resolute Germ says, I think Sisso Prey may have slipped Bird a brownie or two in the past. I never ate brownies. Maybe that's why she wanted me to eat that cake that day, and I didn't eat it, and she was so mad. Robert Rose Jr. says, it's good, Star Trek Nitpickers, you're the first one. And Nitpickers puts a robot face and a mouse. Robert Rose Jr. says, I was also making a gist of the TOS episode Spock's Brain. Yes, that's where I thought we were going. That's where I was Brain. What is Brain? Dave G. Sound says, I think Watcher is also the last Tom Baker Doctor Who episode. Well, that's more than I would have ever known. Not the Doctor Who fan. Okay, let's check out what's going on today. Okay, October holidays. October 21st. I did not know today was National Apple Day. Otherwise, I probably would have led with that.
NephewOPrey's eating an apple right now.
NephewOPrey is eating an apple as we speak. Celebrate all things apple. Apple pie, apple sauce, apple crisp. We could go on. It's also American Frog Day. It's Armed Forces Day in Honduras. And here is Back to the Future Day. Throw on your Nikes, pop in a VHS, and rev up your DeLorean. It's Celebration of the Mind Day. Gear up for a full day of logic, learning, and fun, even with numbers involved. Speaking of mind, I guess I should do Wordle. I didn't do Wordle today. So let's go ahead and do that. If anybody's interested, you can get it the NewYorkTimes.com/game/Wordle, or just put Wordle into Google. Okay. Let's see. Start with chain. And not a single letter. Oh, it's been one of those days. Let's see. T-E. T2. Let's see. Trues. Okay, we got an R in the right place. And we have an E. Let's see, is there an O?
Yes, where are you going, boy? You're going outside.
Breath. Brew. Brute.
Are you doing Wordle live?
Yes.
Okay, I have a message from Captain Fandom Nerd.
No.
And it says,
no messages.
I doubt you see this, but if you do, will you make notes?
Captain Fandom Nerd. Oh, yeah, you shut off NephewOPrey. You want to go outside? Oh.
Joey.
Oh, NephewOPrey. Your mommy hit me. She hit me. She's a bad mommy. No. Or is she a good mommy? She a good mommy? Yeah.
Nothing to do with me going outside. Charlie,
Is that a good apple?
Inside for a bit, okay?
Is that a good apple?
We're gonna play inside, okay? Okay, yummy apple.
Charlie, yes, you done?
Grandma, I'm gonna take you outside.
Yes, you done?
I gotta get your shoes. Grandma, I'm gonna take you outside. Where's your shoes?
Ralph.
Shoes in the back.
P-R-E.
You get the food while I get the stuff ready.
P-R-E. F-R-E.
You gotta put on your shoes.
F-R-E.
I gotta get the. But you gotta get your feet on, I gotta get the bubble, okay?
Okay. So it could end in E. It could end in E. Bro. Okay. Okay. So prove. No, it's not prove. Oh my God, but it is V. Groove. Grove. There we got it. Luckily, got it by the end, just in time. Just in time, got Grove. Okay.
You want to go mommy's car? We're not going to go in mommy's car. We just took mommy's car all the way here.
LDG says he was ready, so I'm glad I assume he played. Captain MKG says good afternoon. BirdOPrey in chat. Miranda Menace says mom did Wordle in one. Only because you give her clues. Nitpickers puts in apples. Yitzis is bread. Done. Carlo Albanese uses custom emojis. BirdOPrey, MomOPrey, SisOPrey, NephewOPrey, Sassy, and a hug. Thank you, Carlo. LDG took him 6 tries. Me too. Carlo Albanese says, hi, hope everyone's as well as can be. Hail Karoga, hail Karoga. Resolute Germ says, Bird will likely miss the word due to the head wound. That's true. I would blame SisOPrey. You hit me in the head. You hit me in the head. Pop Culture Curator says, Qapla Bird, hope you're doing well. I'm okay. Syphilis, it's time to get a blood test for me friendo, so have a good day. Take care, Syphilis. Hope you're doing well. I had a blood test yesterday. Captain Fandom Nerd says, I hope Sis did not hit you too hard. You know what? How about you not ask her to hit me? Don't worry about her hitting me too hard. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. You're practicing for my flu shot, my Omicron booster. Yeah, thank you.
You got the plate.
Celebration of the Mind Day. It's Count Your Buttons Day, a fun day to celebrate this useful innovation that's made our clothes and lives beautiful. Who counts their buttons? Everyone Writes Day. That's the sequel to Everybody Poops. Everyone writes. Learn the history of writing and the best activities for Everyone Writes Day. Global Iodine Deficiency Disorders Prevention Day. My God, if that doesn't just roll off the tongue. A day like no other. Global Iodine Deficiency Disorders Prevention Day. That is clearly my favorite holiday. It's a big deal if you're pregnant. Hawk Day's anniversary, Hawk Bay Anniversary Day. It marks the date when Hawk Bay was separated from Auckland Province, November 1st, 1858. Why would it be October 21st if it happened November 1st? It's Honduran Army Day. It's the International Day of the Nacho. That actually sounds good. Holy shit, it's my holiday. It's Loud Shirt Day. Let's all make some noise and get loud. Loud Shirt Day. I used to love loud shirts. You know that. Yeah. No, they weren't Tommy Bahama. National Alexander Day. Oh, it's Alexander's Day.
Today?
These are all days of today.
You want me to see if you have a loud shirt in the closet?
No, I don't need that.
Fine.
Thank you. It's National Alexander Day. Let's celebrate people named after the great King of Macedonia. You know what they say. You know what Alexander says. Asian Muslim wife from the USSR is the best choice. Good for Alexander. It's National Archives Day. Take a look at the historical records as well as the preservation of such important information. National Check Your Meds Day, a rare chance for consumers to get free medical advice. But you can always get free medical advice at Dear Bop. I mean, I'm kidding, but I'm not. It's just not good advice. National Jameson Day. All James and Jamesons are honored on this day for being the greatest versions of themselves. Hey, it's National Mammography Day. Early detection means early treatment is the difference between life and death. Oh. National Pets for Veterans Day. It all started with a dog named Bear. It's National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day, National Raymond Day, National Reptile Awareness Day.
National Diana Day, where you just add
Godzilla, Reptar, the Geico Gecko, those two lizards that always hang around your back porch. National Reptile Day, Police Commemoration Day,
Grandma's going to do bubbles.
President something day, I can't even pronounce. The Swin Festival, there's no vowels, and Traglaflar Day. More than 2 centuries ago, the British Navy defeated the French and Spanish ships at Trafalgar. Oh my God. Oh my God. Resolute Jerv says, what if we pay her to hit you? You pay me. Pay me. Robert Rose Jr. says, NephewOPrey, the new ruler of Karoga. Let's take a vote. No, there's no votes. Democracy doesn't work, people. Dave G. Sounds says, this is to include Jameis from Dune on James Day or whatever, Jameson Day. I don't know about that. Let's see. Any headlines? Oh, there was a headline this morning on the news. UFOs back in the news. Let's see if it's here.
The 3 phones.
Larry the cat outlasts 4th UK Prime Minister.
I haven't come to.
Okay, Mom. Right. Doomed revival. Star Trek, Captain Kirk, and the resurrection that never was. I don't know. That might be worth looking at. ISP if surprises record labels with innocent infringer witness at piracy trial. Okay. That I gotta look at. Biden could kill Musk's Twitter deal if U.S. does security review. Whatever. Captain Fandom Nerd, $2 for NephewOPrey to hit me again.
$2 to who?
No.
Well, if it's $2 to you, then it's up to you to refuse.
I refuse.
If it's $2 to me,
you're not going to get it.
The price is $45.
The price is $40.
Well, it upsets you considerably, so I'm not going to do it for $2. We had a deal, won an episode, I did it. But for $45 to me.
Holy shit. NephewOPrey says for $45 to her, not to me. If you send me $45, I'm not giving it to her.
Captain's log, stardate 7414.1.
I don't know how you would send it to
some
NephewOPrey.
4 hours from Earth.
The piracy liability trial between several major record labels and ISP Grande Communications is underway. When the parties presented their opening statements, Grande informed the jury that would present a witness who has spoken to multiple innocent infringers. That came as a surprise to the labels and prompted a request for the court to exclude hearsay evidence from the jury. The repeat infringer issue remains a hot topic in U.S. courts. These internet providers stand accused of not doing enough to stop copyright infringers. The most prominent outcome thus far has been a guilty verdict against Cox, from late 2019. Okay, so there's basically just somebody who says they've spoken to innocent infringers. That really doesn't mean it.
I need one. So I'm gonna figure something out.
Sure, no problem.
Friends also do.
Yeah. At a deposition, a Grande employee testified there wasn't any admissible evidence about customer calls that covered the accuracy of copyright infringement notices. At the time, Grande's witness testified that admissible information concerning customer calls regarding copyright infringement does not exist. Whatever. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that would be more interesting than it was. Doomed revival. Lend us a hand. No. Sci-fi fans have their credulity stretched pretty far, but one proposed storyline revealed this week would have tested viewers to the limits. The transportation of matter has always been a cute egg, egg for the sci-fi writer. Blah blah, conjured up terrible images of horror within The Fly, subatomic particles sliced and diced with an insect. Okay. What's Star Trek has always trodden carefully around the details of transporter tech. No, did you hear about Tuvix? We assumed each time the machine moves a human being from one place to another, it saves a copy before downloading them. No, that's the wrong way. Occasionally in the original series, The Enemy Within and Second Chances, Star Trek Next Generation, the quirks of matter, transportation have been used to suggest that this is possible for multiple versions of the same human to be pumped out by the same machine. But if that's the case, why didn't Kirk simply download a healthy new version of Spock after the latter succumbed to radiation? Because that's not how transporters work. It seems the deeper in Star Trek treads, the more thorny matter becomes. So it's possibly a good thing that the creators of Rings of Power never got the script for the now abandoned Star Trek movie in which Chris Pine and Chris Hemsworth were due to star as James T. Kirk and the resurrected dad, George. For the writing duo have finally revealed how they propose to bring the latter back from the dead. And yes, you've guessed it. The plan was to resurrect the Starship pilot by the magic of the transporter. So the long dead Star Trek 4 movie rested on bringing back George Kirk via a transporter copy. There's an episode of Star Trek Next Generation called Relics, where they find Scotty's been trapped in a transporter for a couple of decades. He was there for 80 years. And they're able to have a cool adventure with him. Payne told Esquire, "You don't even know what the fuck you're writing." NephewOPrey's outside, so I can curse. A couple of fucking decades? My God. My God. What if right before Kelvin impacted with that huge ship, George Kirk tried to beam himself to his wife's shuttle? And what if the ship hadn't completely exploded and it was left in some space junk? Oh my God. You know, it's just so ridiculous. You know what? It's a good thing. It's a good thing that it's dead.
What's up?
Let's see. Is there anything about the UFOs? Is there anything about the UFOs? AOC busts a move after protesters crash town hall. A decade after Hurricane Sandy, New Yorkers still fear the rain. I fear a lot of things, but not the rain. Elon Musk's Twitter takeover debt to be held by banks amid turbulent markets. Who cares?
You want me to take one? One out?
Amazon hires Hawaiian Air to fly rented Airbus cargo jets to replace older freighters. Wow. Elon Musk says we're already in a recession that could last until spring 2024, and only the strong will survive. You know what? Let's just find the UFO news the old-fashioned way. Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix investigates 1994 alleged UFO sighting. There's a new Unsolved Mysteries. Here we go. Several recent UFO sightings reported by pilots over the Pacific Ocean. Numerous sightings of unidentified flying objects have been reported by dozens of pilots flying across the Pacific Ocean over the last 2 months, according to a UFO researcher. Ben Hansen, a former FBI agent and host of Discovery's Plus show, UFO Witness, obtained new footage and air traffic control readings that revealed baffled pilots struggling to describe bizarre mid-air sightings. He compiled accounts from pilots from Southwest Airlines, Hawaiian Airlines, and others between August 6th and September 23rd. In one captivating account, a former military pilot reported seeing multiple aircraft flying above him. We got a few aircraft to our north here, and he's going around in circles, much higher altitude than us. Any idea what they are? 23 minutes later, the 3 aircraft that originally reported had increased to 7, flying between 5,000 and 10,000 feet above them. That's crazy. Okay, I guess it's time for Dear Bob. Do
you want to go on my?
Oh, Charlie.
Do you want to go?
Charlie. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if you hear him. Dan then says, can you still bust a move? Probably. Carlos says we're all doomed. Dan Ben said, did anyone else get an email from YouTube about handles? Yes, they're coming out with handles. They will email you again when you get ready to pick your handle. By default, your handle will be your account name, the @ sign in your account name. I've already got it. It's BirdoPrey5. And for BirdoPrey5X channel, it's BirdoPrey5X. For some reason, they think some people would want to use a different handle than their channel name. I suppose if you have a very generic channel name, you might want a specific handle. But for the vast majority of people, I would keep it as your channel name. Anyway. No, the UFO is not a little old lady from Russia. Dear Bop, check out this opinion, ? Okay. On Reddit, of course. YouTube rolled out a new UI. Take a look. I really don't see anything different except for the fact that the videos are rounded instead of squared. Okay.
Yeah.
not to mobile iPads. It looks good. Honestly, I don't give a crap. To me, it looks like every other YouTube UI. I don't really see anything different. But you're talking to somebody who still doesn't hear the difference between any of the enterprise themes. Dear Bop, stop beating yourself up. Or in other words, please don't bop the bop. Signed, not from Columbus, Ohio. Don't bop the bop. I should get a shirt that says that. No bop the bop. And this way, next time you do hit me, if I'm wearing that shirt, you could be arrested.
What if I have a shirt that says Bop the Bop?
Your shirt doesn't count. Dear Bop, can you explain this from the latest Lower Decks? I don't know what it is or why a Starfleet officer would do it. I just signed up for aerial skills. It's like aerial is like flying, or maybe it's trapeze. I don't know. I forget what it was about. I'm sorry, I forget the scene. But aerial skills, it could be like in a circus, like a trapeze act. It could be flying. It just something of interest, I guess. It's like signing up for a cooking class or a pottery class or kickboxing. It's just something she wanted to do. Dear Bob, it's okay. Dealing with a gambling addiction can feel overwhelming. In order to get help, people need to first realize they have a problem. And for many addicted gamblers, this is not an easy admission to make. If you've reached the point where you're ready to reach out for help for a gambling addiction, for either yourself or a loved one, you've taken the first step. Thank you. But it's the other steps I need to take. Jedi Bill says, ouch, I just fell out of my chair. Richie Fool says, bop the bop trumps, don't bop the bop. NephewOPrey wins. I don't think it works like that, Richie. Dear Bob, thank you for making my Friday afternoons go by fast. You're welcome. But I don't think it's gonna be that long of a stream. Dear Bob, ask NephewOPrey if the world felt like this during the Cold War. Our breaths held, waiting for the first nuke to fly that will lead to the end. I don't really think NephewOPrey feels like she's waiting for the first nuke. Are you?
No, I no.
Okay, we're gonna go car. Mommy gotta get her keys.
Waiting for the world to end.
Mommy gotta
It
get
could
her
end in so many different ways that if you thought about it, it would ruin your whole life.
NephewOPrey says the world could end in so many different ways that if you thought about it, it would ruin your entire life. So don't worry. Don't. I don't think it's going to end a nuclear war. Now, the Yellowstone supervolcano, possible. That's true. And as NephewOPrey mentions, and if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. And NephewOPrey says, right, if it does become nuclear war, just pray you're not a survivor. I would feel really bad but then I wouldn't feel anything at all. Dear Bob,
Yeah. Mommy,
did you hear about Putin trying to launch a nuke but was sabotaged? I would highly doubt that to be true. Dear Bob, I, for one, dear Bob, one door closes, another one opens. Your house is haunted and you need to run. If one door closes, another one opens. Your house is haunted and you need to run. Fair enough. Fair enough. Carlo Albanese says, talking about nuclear war, Fallout 3 is free on Epic Games. Richie Poole says, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, NephewOPrey and NephewOPrey. She says you too, Richie. Carlos says, are you lucky if you survive a nuclear war? I don't think so. Words and pictures. I bet $1,000 on an asteroid ending life. I bet it on panic. Panic from whatever. Like we saw with the pandemic. How close we came to destroying trade.
We see you soon. We go out and come back. And when we come back, we might need to come in quietly.
Resolute says FYI. Oh, Resolute German, a $2 super chat.
That's partial. We'll be back in a while.
Thank you, Resolute Germ. Says FYI.
Captain's log, stardate 7414.1.
Quantum
Our best
leap
estimates
review
place us
after
some
bed
4
life.
hours from Earth.
Unfortunately, Resolute, I'm an episode or 2 behind. I did not see the most recent Quantum Leap. But what we've seen so far, I like. Or you're doing a Quantum Leap review. Oh, awesome. Resolute Germ is doing a Quantum Leap review after bed life. And he puts in the link. So let me do it. Okay, cool. An hour from now, Quantum Leap review, Resolute Germ. Guys, please go over, like, subscribe to Resolute if you're not, and check out. Good, awesome. I will do my best to be there, Resolute. And Jedi Bill with a $2 super chat says, Qapla, be excellent to each other. And hail, Karoga. Hail to you, Jedi Bill. Hail to you. Okay. The Basco scenarios in the house. Qapla Basco scenario. Basco, I haven't loaded up Warzone in a month. In at least a month, I haven't loaded Warzone. I think I've officially kicked Warzone to be addicted now to Governor of Poker. Dear Bop, what's NephewOPrey's PayPal so we can start sending $45 to repeatedly hit you? Unfortunately, NephewOPrey just took NephewOPrey outside into the car, so he drives around and gets tired. And she'll be back, I assume, soon. But she has left the house, so I do not know her PayPal. I'm not even sure she has a PayPal, truth be told. So, sorry, I can't help you with that. Oh my God. $45. to hit me. The first one's free, but the subsequent hits are $45. I guess I should be happy that she's charging 45 and not 5. Oh my God. Oh, you guys don't understand.
$1.99.
Oh shit. Mama Fred is gonna hit me for $44.95. For the first minute, it's quiet in this house. In 2 or 3 hours. Just the pressure is coming off.
Unbelievable.
NephewOPrey brings the energy level of the house super high. Basco says the new one's coming out in November, I think. The new one is already, I mean, you can already buy the beta, but I'm not. I'm done. I'm done with Warzone. They took it in the wrong direction. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Hey, Paulie is much more expensive than
Who's been holding up
PayPal.
the damn elevator?
Richie Poole says NephewOPrey drives the car. 205 just donated $2.49 and says this is how you get the kissing Dax. Well, you got the eyebrow Dax, 205. It's a 1 in 5 chance. A 1 in 5 chance to get the kissing Dax that way, which is a direct link, which is in the video description. If you ever want to do a direct, a tip, if you follow the tip link in the video description, you have a much better chance of getting kissing Dax than if you do a YouTube super chat. I so need this couple of minutes to decompress. Oh, it's so crazy. So crazy. Anyway, what was I gonna? Really, I talked about the. I'm literally. I'm only half joking. I am pretty addicted to the Governor of Poker, and I'm going to try hard to reduce the amount of time I play. Honestly, it's just when I do well, I feel good, but when I do bad, it ruins my whole day, and I can't have that. I can't have that. Yeah. And there's 205, and he says, "I said kissing Dax," and it worked. It worked. Welcome. Thank you, number 205, aka Future Man. He did it. He did it. I said kissing Dax, and it worked. Streamlabs needs to be all Dax all the time, Resolute Germ says. You know, one day I will adjust my Streamlabs. Oh my God. Now I'm like on a 30-second delay, so I get to watch Kissing Dax. A lot of passion. A lot of passion in that kiss. A lot of tongue play, too. You can tell they were into it. Terry Farrell, she was into it. God bless her. God bless her. The other woman too. Takes two. It takes two to kiss Dax. Okay, guys. I think that's going to be it for today. I need some time to decompress. Actually, a wee bit hungry for the first time in 2 days. So that's good. And so next Thursday, I have the first appointment with a GI doctor, a virtual appointment, but an appointment at least. I guess we'll get started and see what the deal is with the gallbladder. And I don't know. It hasn't been a terrible couple of days until every day it's something different. That's the problem. Every day is just something different. I don't know what to. I appreciate everybody's patience. I really do. And I will do my best to keep streaming through this. Sunday, I fully intend to do Twilight Zone. Monday, we'll be back to Bed Life. Wednesday will be another Enterprise. I'll try and get a poker game in. Old school poker. No, they just left. They literally just pulled away. And we'll see where we are. But yeah, it's gonna be oh yeah, so Monday I forget if Bed Life's gonna be at normal time or 5 p.m. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Thank you, Cation Mel. How do you like them apples, says Star Trek Nitpickers. I appreciate the apples on National Apple Day. Good evening, Dave G. And thank you all. I'll give another kissing dax for everybody. And we'll head out on that note. Qapla and Bird out.